What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video we are back to Star Saber, and I want to keep doing my character guides video. And in this video we're going to be talking about Harley. Okay, not a lot of people use Harley, but she's actually a really good character, especially in PvP. Okay, so yeah, I just want to talk to you guys about Harley and give you guys idea on how she works and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, let's get to the Saber section and we're going to talk about her. We're going to talk about Harley. Okay, so Harley is she's one of the fewest tanks in the game, and she's very decent actually. She's not good at like tanking that much as like, let's say, somebody like Emily or Carmen right here, right? Emily, Carmen, or Heidi, okay? Or like Carmen, right? Let me show you guys Carmen, right? So this Carmen is this chick right here, right? She's not as good at tanking and protecting your team as these characters, but she still can provide some very useful stuff to your teams and stuff like that. Okay, so let's talk about her and let's see how she works. Okay, so I have her at level 160, of course, and I have a Resonance 5. I'm still building her, but yeah, let's talk about her Resonance first. So the first one is Resonance 6. At Resonance 6, she's gonna get this right here that increases slightly increased self-effect resistance by a certain percentage. So pretty good. You get it inside the journey mode, and you get speed right here. And then if you go to the last resonance right here, you get the skill of life that increases your max HP by 2%, and then you're also gonna get 6% HP boost to Harley. Okay, so yeah, pretty decent resonance for her. And let's talk about her passive. Okay, I have her E1, but let's talk about just the basic passive. So at E0, she doesn't have any effect. Okay, all she gets is a max HP increased by 5%. But if you go up to like the dupe, so if let's talk about the final dupe. Okay, because the more dupe you have, the higher the number on these things is gonna be. Okay, but the effect is gonna be mostly the same. Okay, so at max dupe, increase Harley max HP by 15%, increase self speed by 3%, with a 100% chance after an ally excluding she, meaning her, is attacked. Okay, so whenever enemy attack your allies, she gonna get her speed increase. Okay, and this is speed increase gonna be very important for her kit. Okay, and this thing stacks up to 5 times, which is pretty good. So that's like about 15% increase to your speed every time an ally gets attacked. Okay, which is very nice passive actually. And if we talk about her basic attack right here, Harley and Dave Dart. Wait. Okay, it says Harley and Dave Dart in to attack the enemy grants yourself 1 stack of ignition, right? And the ignition, what you guys already know what that means, right? This is a general attribute buff everyone gonna get, right? And then when you Nova Burst, temporarily deal 1 more toughness, fixed damage, and reduce the enemy's action gauge by 15%, which is really good, right? Having this on a basic attack is very good. Okay, and with a 100% chance on attack. Okay, so this thing gonna have a 100% chance for it to push the enemy's turn back whenever she basic attack, which is actually really good, guys. Okay, yeah, very good skill right here. And this is also why she's decent in PvP as well, because yeah, having the ability to push enemies back is very good. That means your team gonna get more turns and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, very nice effect right here. Okay, so the second skill is using Dave as a springboard. Dave is, if I'm not mistaken, Dave is the animal she rides, right? The hog animal she rides. So that's what they're talking about. But yeah, Harley leaps up and hurls her axe at the enemy, grants self speed up. Okay, that speed up gonna be important for 2 turns and grants 3 stacks of ignition, which is really good to the sun attribute ally with the highest attack. That is really good. Okay, so yeah, she's gonna be really good with like a mono sun attribute characters. Okay, because she gives them a bunch of ignition stacks, and most of the characters in this game like having these specific attribute specific stacks at like max stack to get the most out of their kit. So this is very good with a mono team. Okay, highest attack and reduce the enemy's action gauge by 25% with a 100% chance. That is also really good. Okay, damage is proportional to self speed. This is why speed is important for her, because she actually is scaled with speed. I'm pretty sure she's the only character that's scaled with speed in this game. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna need to build really fast, so that way you're gonna get the most out of her kit right here. Okay, yeah, and she have action gauge pushing on her skill. She have action gauge push on her basic attack, which is amazing, right? Very good effect right here. And then when you Nova Bursts, self toughness, fixed damage temporary increase by 1 on attack. Very good, right? So yeah, this is a very good skill, especially with a mono team. Okay, and then her third skill right here, if you look at this, right, you get the speed up right here. That's 20% increase to your speed, which is crazy, right? So yeah, very good effect right here. Okay, And yeah, she prioritizes your highest attack ally. So very good, right? Your DPS is gonna be faster, a lot faster, and it's gonna take a lot of turns and stuff like that, right? With skill, which is pretty good, right? And she could also push the enemy action gauge. This is also why she's also really good in PvP rather than PvE. Because in PvP you could mess with enemy setup using her. She's very good, okay? And then we got her ultimate, which is really good ultimate actually. So if you look at what kind of buffs you get from this, is you get defense up, you get speed up, and you're also gonna get this berserk mode effect, which increases her speed by 30%. That is insane, okay? Combine, that's a 50% increase to her speed, right? If she gives this speed up boost to herself as well, right? This is broken right here, okay? So let's read what it does. Harley calls in a hog pack to charge force. Grants all allies defense up for 2 turns, which is crazy, right? And grant all allies excluding sub. Okay, good. So she is only gonna get the 30% increase, but the 20% speed she's not gonna get, right? That'll be broken, right? 50% increase to speed gonna be way too broken, right? So that kind of makes sense, right? So she gives defense up for 2 turns to everyone, and she also gives a speed up for 1 turn with an 85% chance if self HP is 50 or above, okay? So if you use this ultimate when she's low, you are actually going to be giving defense up as well as the speed up increase to everyone, okay? Which is really good. But if you use it at when she's like full HP, she's only going to give the defense up right here, okay, for 2 turns, okay? So you ideally want to use this ultimate when she's low, so everyone can get that speed up increase, okay? So yeah, very good. Or above, right? And yeah, I think this also makes her decent in PvE as well, because in PvE the AI mostly gonna attack your tanks. So if you put her in the tank slot, she most likely gonna have low HP, right? So this is very good for PvE. But the defense have speed up and all that, and the fact that she scales with speed and she also turn pushes right here makes her really good for PvP especially, okay? And then lastly, the third part of this ultimate is grant self berserk mode for 3 turns if self HP is 50% or below, damage is proportional to self speed. That is crazy, right? So you definitely want to use this ultimate when she's low, okay? Because when she's below 50% HP, she's gonna give everyone a speed up increase, and also she's gonna give herself the 30% speed increase. That's an undispellable buff, right? Which is a berserk mode, right? Very good skill right here, okay? And now you guys a Nova Burst, self toughness, fixed damage temporary increases by 1 on attack. Very simple Nova Burst. And yeah, so just from her kit, you pretty much just want to build her with speed, okay? You want a lot of speed on her, okay? And effect accuracy gonna be really good for her as well, because she is able to land her, her turn push debuff right here, okay? If she have higher effective hit chance, so it's really good, right? You definitely want to build her with speed and effective chance, just to make her a lot more effective when she does her thing. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, effective chance should increase the 85% here as well, right? Of buffs being applied and stuff like that. So very good right there, okay? Or if you guys don't want to do the effective chance build, you guys can definitely go for something like this, okay? You guys want to go for this right here, right? Just to make it a lot more tanky, right? You get the HP and effect resistance from this two say barrier set, which is really good, right? But the fourth set definitely, speed is a must-have, okay? You want to give her a speed gear, okay? If you guys want to make her tanky, I guess you could go for like HP set, but again, right, you're gonna lose out on a lot of speed. So I don't know if that's effective, but yeah, you could definitely do so. But again, right, if you guys are going for something for HP set, then you definitely gonna need to roll really good speed substats, okay? So to maximize her speed, okay? But yeah, that's her gear, right? Very simple gearing stuff she needs, right? Very good. Yeah, she's very good, especially in PvP, okay? PvP, even in KR and JP, a lot of people use her in PvP as well, right? Because just her kit is really good for PvP, okay? Save data, I have this one, right? Just basic save data. Some teams you guys can use her. I think she could work with anyone, to be honest. You could use somebody that want to go fast. Like, for example, if you use her with Rosaria, it works great as well, right? Because Rosaria, when she gets more turns, she is able to stack her the stuff right here, okay? Which is what do you call it? This right here, right? The agitation stack right here, okay? Because that is what you're gonna need, right? This let me show you guys this Inferno stack right here. Okay, that Inferno stack is very good, right? So if she gets more turn and you are basically attacking with Rosaria, there's a chance you could get more Inferno stacks right here. Okay, and having the Inferno stacks allow you to pretty much, you know, do the follow-up after using your skill, right? So yeah, very good with Rosaria. You can use, yes, you can use any other DPS with her as well. I think Roberta is pretty decent with her as well, right? For PvP specifically, right? You can use Freya as well with her, right? You can use any team with her, honestly. Yeah, she doesn't need any specific team. But like I said, right, you do. I think she benefits a lot more with a mono raid team, just because of her second skill. I think, right, with a mono like Sun attribute team, so with like Boniger, Muriel right here, right, and you can use somebody like Hilde and stuff like that with her. But you know, again, not a lot of people want to run a mono team, so I think you guys can't use it with anyone else, right? Any other characters right here, okay? But yeah, that is Harley for you guys. Let me know what you guys think about Harley. Do you guys use Harley anywhere, guys, in your team comp, especially in PvP and stuff like that? Have you guys ever used her or not? Let me know. But yeah, that is it for Harley guide. Okay, let me know again, right, what you guys think about her. Okay. Anyways, thank you for watching and see you guys on the next video. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see ya.